Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Dave here from the Bear Pit TV, and today we're back with the first preferred 11 for the new season. We had a preview a couple of days ago with Up the Borough TV, they'll be in the description, but this time it's time for the preferred 11. This is where I run through who I would play for the game on Saturday. Now, just a quick disclaimer before this, it is who I would pick, so if you don't agree with it, let me know in the comments down below who you would play instead, because it's really interesting to see who people would pick. Because obviously it's all down to my opinion. So let me know in the comments down below with your starting 11. So let's start with the goalkeeper. Obviously there's only one choice, isn't there really? It's fantastic to have him back as well. It's Jack Butland. I can't put it into words how good it is to have him back. We definitely missed him when he was out with the injury. I don't think anyone would disagree with that, and it is just brilliant to have him back between the sticks, and certainly he'll help us a lot better in this coming season. I think the goals conceded should be a lot lower with Jack Butland in goal, so it should be a lot better for this season. So Butland in goal as per usual, with a back four of firstly Phil Bardsley, because in the recent press conference Mark Hughes confirmed Glenn Johnson as a doubt, so obviously it's either Jeff Cameron or Phil Bardsley. For me, I'd rather put Phil Bardsley in there. For the games he came into in the last stages of last season when Glenn Johnson was injured, he looked really, really good. He was really positive, and I think he is the man to fill in at that spot if he's needed, and he's got plenty of Premier League experience, so there'd be no problems with Phil Bardsley at right back. So, central partnership of Ryan Shawcross and Philip Volscheid as per usual, with Eric Peters on the left. Moving into midfield, we've got a flat three of Glenn Whelan in that defensive role, as we saw last season, with Gianelli and Bula and Joe Allen, who I've got on my shirt behind me here. I know some of you are asking in the preview video who I have on my shirt. It's actually Joe Allen with the not confirmed yet number 4, so I'm kind of taking a bit of a risk with that, but I'm still hoping they're going to announce him as number 4. I think it's going to happen, but not too sure yet, so it could be a bit of a risk. But the flat 3 is interesting because I think with an away game, especially a team like Middlesbrough, they're going to come straight at us. It's their first game back in the Premier League. They're going to try and make an impression. They're going to come straight at us, really attacking, and I think that flat 3, they're all a bit defensive minded, and they've all got defensive capabilities as well, and I think that will give us a stronger midfield in the game. I would have loved to have put Bojan in there, because I think he's had a brilliant pre-season, and I would have loved to slotted him in, but I can't really fit him in with this team. I definitely see him coming on. If Mark Hughes was to pick this team, I'd definitely see him as the first substitution to try and add the difference that we may need in the game, but I just can't fit Bojan in this team, and I really want to see Joe Allen start, so I've gone with a flat 3. Let me know in the comments down below if you'd start Bojan or go with what I've gone with, so I'd be interested to see what you think about that. But moving into the forward positions, on the left hand side and right hand side, it's a pretty easy one to pick. It's Marko Arnautovic and Xherdan Shaqiri, as we saw for most of the season, arguably the two most dangerous players we have on our team at the moment. Marko Arnautovic will be looking to capitalise on a brilliant season last year. I think he can do it as well. Hopefully he hits the ground running at Middlesbrough as well, grabs a goal, because again I think if we don't bring a striker in, he probably will be our main goal threat. It'll be interesting to see if he tries him in a more forward role, maybe more centrally later on in the season if we need him, if he is scoring the goals. But for now we're going to put him on the left as per usual, and I think he could be the difference in the game as well. But Xherdan Shaqiri this season's he's got a bit of a point to prove. I think last season he settled in quite nicely, showed glimpses of what he can do, and I think this season, as with a lot of players like Mbula as well, I think this is the season where they can really push on and really show what they can do in the Premier League, and I think Shaqiri is definitely one of them. It's not make or break. I think if he does the same as last year, I don't think people will be too bothered. I think they'll be a little bit disappointed with him, but he has got the quality, and we know in certain games, and only if he does it in a handful of games, he can make the difference. And I think this season could be the one where he really clicks and starts to be a really good asset for us. And up front, as you can see, it's Mam Diouf. He's had a brilliant pre-season, scored in most of the games as well that we scored goals in, and I think this could be another good season for him. Last season was a bit of a blip. The first season he had was brilliant as well. Scored about 12-13 goals, so if he can replicate that, maybe we don't need to bring a striker in, who knows. But Mam Diouf definitely has the quality to score goals in the Premier League. He's shown that for us, but he's not got to think about last season. He's got to move on, try and push on with this year, and try and score some goals. And I think he'll definitely start on Saturday, because we're not going to bring anyone in by then, but I think he'll definitely start on Saturday, and he could grab a goal, who knows, but I think he is the right man to start up front. As for Ramadan Sobhi, I'm not too sure with him. Maybe we'll see 5-6 minutes at the end, I'm not too sure. I don't expect him to feature too much, that's why I haven't put him in the team. But he could come on, I'm not too sure. I think it will try and ease him in as the season progresses. But that was my team for Middlesbrough. Let me know in the comments down below with your team, because that would be really interesting to hear what you guys think. But just before we end the video, we have got some fantasy leagues going on as the season begins on Saturday. If you want to join them, you've got about a day to get in before the season starts. Obviously you can join after if you want, but if you want to get in before the season starts, all the links and pins and things that you need to join the leagues are in the description down below. There's a Sky Sports one, which I know a lot of the Ball Street channels are doing as well. There's our own Bear Pit League on the official Fantasy Premier League that we're doing exclusively as well. So if you want to join any of them, if you're playing any of them this year, use the pin and the links down below to go to the page, and you should be able just to sign up for them and join the league for this season. But that's the end of the video, guys. If you did enjoy it, leave a like down below. Leave a comment, as I said, with your team. If you're new and you do enjoy the videos, hit subscribe down below. And as always, guys, cheers for watching.